Like other countries, tourist scams in Paris can be a common scenario, and one must be aware of the possible hassles they may encounter. So plan accordingly to safeguard yourself from such unsettling situations. 1. Gold or silver ring scam. The gold or silver ring scam is considered an oldie and is the most popular tourist scam in Paris. In this scenario, scammers of different ages approach tourists with shiny rings and ask whether it belongs to them. Upon the denial, they establish that the rings hold great value and try to sell them to the bystanders. 2. Selling friendship bracelets. This is a trick often performed by a group of scammers who approach foreign tourists in a mostly crowded area. Here, they will approach in a friendly manner and will start tying knots with different colorful strings to your wrist. By diverting your attention with this stunt, a person from the scammer group can sneak away your wallets or other valuable belongings. 3. ATM scams. Tourists visiting Marseille often report fraud, where scammers insert fake slot areas that will malfunction the card and get stuck. During this scenario, the tourist will leave the machine and will seek help outside the ATM booth. Scammers will take advantage of your absence and will take away the card. 4. Sign the petition scam. This fraud is one of the top scams in Paris, France, which made a number of tourists fall into the trap of scammers. Scammers, mostly a group of women or teenagers, will approach foreign tourists for a signature on a petition. This is mostly for a noble cause like an initiative for women's education, reducing child labor, etc. Once the tourists sign the petition, scammers will demand money as donations for the cause. 5. Magic tricks. Magic tricks and gambling are common tourist scams in Paris, where scammers in groups will approach you in a crowded place, asking you to take part in some common games. They will ask you to guess any coin, card, or color, and upon losing your chances of guessing, scammers will demand money from you aggressively. 6. Bar or pub bill scam. This fraud is generally prevalent in Paris, where foreign tourists are charged high prices for food or drinks. Different roadside cafes take advantage of their innocence and charge extra money other than what is written on the menu. To avoid this scam, checking the menu before ordering or paying for your drinks or food is important. 7. The Rose scam. Being one of the popular tourist scams in Paris, scammers performing this fraud often target young people or couples near any restaurant. These tourists are often approached by scammers with a rose as a gift. If you accept this, you will be asked to pay for that rose. To avoid this kind of scammers, change your path or look away from any strangers who you find approaching you holding a rose. 8. Pickpocketing. Pickpocketing is the most popular fraud that tourists encounter, generally in crowded places like tourist spots, crowded trains, or in the metro. In such a scenario, more than one scammer can be involved in this act. Tourists are often looted by distracting them in a crowded space. For this reason, keeping a close eye on your valuable belongings while traveling to a crowded place is important. 9. The string trick. This is one of the oldest scams in France, where a scammer will offer to show magic tricks by wrapping strings around his or her finger. While you will be distracted and your hands engaged in the game, another person from the scammer's group will pickpocket your valuable belongings. Scams like these can happen to anyone, anywhere, especially in popular tourist destinations like Paris, so always stay alert. Be cautious of strangers offering unsolicited help or deals, and trust your instincts. Protect yourself and your belongings, and enjoy the beauty of Paris without falling victim to scams.